viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Shaco game, if I can actually find him. Yep, there he is. Yeah, I haven't done League of Legends in quite a while, but yeah, hopefully I can make this this kind of a comeback video into League of Legends. All depends on whether people like to see the commentaries, of course. I mean, I don't need a lot of views, you should know that by now. At least the people who actually watch my my videos. The problem is I have like 10k viewers, sorry, subscribers, and I have like 200 views on every video. So yeah, that makes me think that people want to see something else. But whatever I put up, apparently people do not want to see that. So anyway, we are going to start off here with some jungling. Obviously, he's going to use his boxes to get a very easy kill here and secure his red buff. This is all fairly standard. He should be going into well, at least do something of gank potential, because he is not like a super fast. Well, yeah, he's not a super fast jungler. So he is a good ganker though, so we're going to use the directed camera if we can find it. There we go. And we're going to just have a look around. Apparently we're going for the enemy blue buff with Shaco, and yeah, I will switch back to him once he starts doing something, well, that's actually interesting. He did put down a box, I think, or either that or a ward. It's actually a ward. So it's his free ward, it seems, and we're going back to directed camera. Yeah, I'm not really used to the things on the minimap anymore, but well, I'll get used to it soon enough, and it shouldn't be a whole lot of problems. Anyhow, as you can see, just the standard stuff going on, and we finally have our first, well, guy in trouble here. And yeah, she actually gets executed. So apparently this game not really in the highest region of, well, of the league. But that is quite alright for a first game. I just picked one that wasn't too long, and I picked one that kind of just was average, so I don't really mess it up by making a crappy commentary on it. The only question for you guys is, and please leave that in the comments, whether you want to see more, or should I just give this up and just say like, whatever. League of Legends is just a thing of the past. But yeah, that's all up to you. And as I said, I don't need a lot of views. The views will come if I actually have support of the people that currently watch. But yeah, we will see that in the comments when this video comes out. Anyhow, yeah, just a bunch of last hitting. This is basically why I stopped doing the commentaries, because I really dislike seeing people last hit for like 20 minutes and then doing 2 team fights and then the game is over. And yeah, hopefully this is not one of those games. And oh, very nice! He could just reach her, and yeah, that makes for a very nice first blood. So yeah, the Nidalee definitely not a good jungler, not an experienced jungler, I should say. And yeah, that makes that it's a little bit easier for him to, of course, get one of those kills where she just, well, almost gets executed, and then all he needs to do is just wait and do the last bit of damage. So yeah, nicely done. And that is exactly what we want to see. So yeah, a little bit of action in the dual lane here. I don't think anything is going to come of this, although Vayne is very low. Wow! That actually did quite a bit more damage than I anticipated. Well, I did know it would do good damage, it's just that Vayne normally has the tools to get away from things. Because she does have a tumble, she does have that, yeah, I forgot the name, but the thing that moves people away from you. It's such a common name that I know, whatever, I'll look it up afterwards when she comes back up. Oh, she is back up. This one. The Condemn, that's the one I was looking for. Anyhow, that being said, apparently she didn't have it up, or she already used it. But yeah, normally Vayne very hard to kill because of all those things she can do to get away from you. And yeah, I didn't expect them to catch up. That's basically all there is to it. Anyhow, 1-1 now. Although the Nidalee did die twice, so that's pretty impressive. And she did find the Shaco, but she does 0 damage! And if this is going to hit, yeah, she's... Oh, she's actually going to get out! Wow! Oh my god, she actually jumped over the wall just in time. I thought the damage over time might be enough to take her down, but apparently I was wrong once again. But yeah, that was a very, very close call. Shaco might actually be doing the blue buff now. But I think he's happy just sitting around and making sure that, well, the Nidalee basically doesn't do anything stupid, like trying to go for a blue buff or red buff. And because he didn't take her red buff either, even though he killed her, was at basically full health at that point, and could have taken out the red buff no problem. He just doesn't want to spend his time on that. He did take out the blue buff though, and he is going to now go to the top lane. Oh, not ganking apparently. So, that being said, we are going to continue on in this bottom lane. It seems that most of the action is in the bottom lane as always. Because, well, it is 2 versus 2 there. There's a little more potential of something going on. And, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in this top lane anyway. Top lane is mostly about these big bruiser type guys that just mash on each other. And, yeah, nothing happening. That is basically the way it is. And, yeah, that's just the way it's always going to be, I'm afraid. But, yeah, well, whatever. It just means that whoever is playing top lane will not get a lot of camera time in this, well, directed camera? Yeah, that's what it's called. In the directed camera mode. Anyhow. So far, nothing really happening. The items are still very low for most people. The Shaco is starting to get some things put together, but even he doesn't really have anything yet. And that's also one of the problems with this game compared to, for example, the newer game. Oh, and once again the Vayne goes down. Did not have the reactions needed there to actually get out of this. Yeah, the Vayne not really positioning herself in a position or in a way that makes it hard to snipe her with those skill shots. Also, I just have to say that Lux did a very good job there. I mean, that was an awesome ultimate. The spear going in, or javelin coming in there from the Nidalee. A tower shot in the top lane, but yeah, that wasn't nearly as interesting as this is going to be. Because this is going to be an easy kill for Shaco. Yeah, they did clean up a little bit there. It was a 2-for-1 trade. Or, I don't even know if someone died. No, nobody died. The Vayne died before this fight, so no, nobody died. Anyhow, yeah. Big roars and everything, and now finally someone is going to die in this top lane. That took quite a long time, but yeah, finally someone did die. It seems that Sion is still pretty decent at even at low health. He used to be awesome, of course, when you could still play him as basically AP. And yeah, you would have an impenetrable shield with lots of damage and, of course, a very damage-heavy stun. But yeah, that is no longer the case. I think that's a good thing, by the way. I really dislike the heavy burst potential of some of these guys. But here, that's my opinion, of course, and yeah, that's because I like skill-based gaming, and I don't like it when someone can just come in and basically be lucky because you didn't spot them, or they just, well, they can basically just come in, and before you can react, you immediately die, and that's not skill-based, however you want to put that. It's just not. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's a game, but don't call it skill-based if that's your main your main way of killing people. And that used to be the case, definitely, in like Season 2 and 3. So, yeah, with champions like Vayne and I don't know, some of those kind of champions, you can't really say that you don't have time. I mean, they're still very powerful, But it's not like you don't have time to react to whatever they're doing. At least you have the time to react to what they're doing, and you can actually choose to run away or stay in the fight. With some of the other ones, like, yeah, I guess old Nidalee is a good example of that. And is Nidalee finally going to land one? No, she is not going to get the kill. She is going to get killed. So yeah, the newer games, such as Heroes of the Storm, really address the whole issue, and the Smite as well, by the way, but Smite's not that new anymore. But they really address the point of not having anything to do except for laning in the first 20 minutes or so. We're now 12 minutes in. So in Season 2, this would mean the 12-minute mark was when you could see who would win. So in this case, that would mean that the red team would win because they're ahead. So they're ahead in gold, basically. And in Season 2, that was 95% or higher of the, well, of any match. So they would now have a 95% chance of winning. And that's because of the burst potential and the way the scaling worked. They changed a lot of that. I'm not sure if it really matters, because obviously, since this one was submitted by Shaco, I'm assuming they're still going to win. So yeah, there's that. But that's my assumption. It doesn't mean that it's true. So yeah, we'll see that soon enough. But anyhow, yeah, just more poking going on. By the way, for those of you who haven't played Heroes of the Storm yet, Heroes of the Storm is not about laning at all, or even for those of you that play Heroes of the Storm, but, well, don't get what it's about. It's really, really, really not about laning, because if you keep laning, you basically give up all of the map objectives, and it's not like here. Here you have like Baron and Dragon, and that's about it. But Heroes of the Storm is really works with these weird concepts, and even though I personally don't like all of them, they are still pretty, well, some of them are pretty good at least. Some of them are just too strong, and it's too much about the map objectives. But yeah, it does make for interesting gameplay at least. And interesting gameplay means that I like to play your game a little bit more, which means I will come back. And yeah, you can really fight just like in Smite from moment one, although Smite did screw it up quite a bit in the beginning, well, end of Season 1, beginning of Season 2, which is basically this year. Yeah, they did screw it up quite a bit. They kind of made the laning more important, and that's exactly what people who play Smite don't like. So yeah, they kind of screwed it up a little bit, but that's all fine. It is still a decent game. Yeah, I did switch to Heroes of the Storm at least a little bit, just to check it out, and I will be doing some gameplay of it in the near future. But yeah, it all depends on what people want to see, obviously. So I'm going to try that. Maybe people want to see that. Definitely a different game, although the concept is kind of the same. You do have lanes, you do have 5 versus 5. You do have different roles, but it's not nearly as well as constructed as this game is. And I don't know why it's lagging so much. So yeah, we're just going to have to sit through that, I guess, or maybe not. Yeah, I paused it for a little while. Hopefully that will resolve the issue, although, yeah, it's really not. But, yeah, I'll figure it out later. It doesn't really matter. I was just getting back, or I'm using this commentary to just get back into the flow of things. I haven't done a commentary in forever. I've done some other videos, not just on this channel. I have multiple channels, for those of you that don't know. And yeah, my other channels just got priority over this one because, well, nobody was watching the video, so might as well, right? Yeah, I was kind of trying to find out what to do with this channel, and yeah, I have to be honest, I kind of gave up on it. And yeah, then I realized, well, people were complaining about me not putting out videos, so that means I will put out videos. I mean, if you complain about it, then that means that at least you're interested in me putting out videos. So yeah, I'm still trying to find out what you guys like, and if you have an opinion on that, just put it in the comments. That's what they're for. And I do read most of my comments, and yeah, anyway. We finally have a bit of a fight, so we're 16 minutes in, and we finally have the first really big tower dive fight. Oh, almost get the snipe on Vayne again, but it doesn't matter, because we still get the kill. Yeah, that was a great tower dive, and they even get the tower for it. So all in all, yeah, I have to say that the blue team made a pretty decent comeback here. They're now 1.5k gold ahead, and seeing that they were 1k behind, that is a pretty big deal. So all in all, yeah, they are doing very well at this moment. Sion is going to get out of that, no problem. Yeah, all in all, I think bottom lane kind of won for the blue team. The mid lane is kind of equal, and it seems that the red top lane is doing very well. But yeah, jungle, that's not even a competition. I do understand why he submitted this game, because he is he's having fun with the Nidalee. Let's just call it that. Nidalee being completely behind. I will show this. Hang on. So that's X. I forgot all of these hotkeys, obviously. So yeah, jungler. That is, they're actually even in gold. That is quite surprising. Nidalee being like 50 gold behind, or even less. That's quite surprising. And well, you can see the rest for yourself. I'm not even going to sort them. I completely forgot that in the beginning. Blue team gets the dragon, and we finally, by the way, have this dragon counter. Oh my god, that took them 4 years to make that. Yeah, that's insane. I don't get that. I mean, dragon is like one of the most impressive things you can do, whereas kills don't really matter. I mean, it's the gold that matters, but the dragon really does matter because it's like extra team gold. It kind of describes how your gold is spread out over your teammates, without you having to go and, well, go to this kind of thing and then see all the gold which everyone did and blah 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 blah. Yeah, anyway. It just says that even though you might have an advantage in gold if you have like 3 dragons versus 0, and the team gold is equal, that means that your gold, so the guy with, or the team with the 3 dragons, has the gold spread out over everyone, whereas the other team may have a very fat carry, which can be very beneficial to you, because a fat carry is usually worth more than anything else in this game, because, well, snowball game, right? So, oh, finally, she got a kill! She did get killed immediately, but yeah, 1-6 Nidalee now. Keep in mind that she did lose one of those lives to well, to the red buff, but still it is impressive. So we do have some action still going on in all the lanes. It is kind of nice to see that finally the fighting has begun. They haven't grouped up yet, but yeah, well, it's not the 20-minute mark yet. Now it is, so now people will start grouping up. And that is kind of, yeah, it just takes forever in this game to get some items and actually be able to team fight, because it's so beneficial to the entire team if you just stay in lane and farm. And this directed camera really screwing up quite a bit in what I can see and what I can't see, because she was hitting completely behind the, yeah, behind the score there. So I might want to start doing that by hand again, or just remove the score or reduce the UI, I don't know, something like that. I'm sure I'll figure it out for one of the next ones. Anyhow, yeah, once again, top lane being dominated there by the red team, and that is even though the Shaco hasn't really been ganking that much. He has been in some lanes, he has pushed the mid lane quite effectively. His he's been harassing the enemy jungler quite a bit. He is 3 and 2 at the moment, so yeah, he did die twice. So yeah, not really the most effective way to do this. And finally we have a little bit of a jungle help here in top lane, but it's way too late. You can't just show up as I don't even know what level she is. Can we see that somewhere? Because oh yeah, that was my bad. I don't know what level she is. I don't know where I can see that even on this. I guess I can see it here. So she's level 10. And yeah, that top laner. And the other side is level 13. So yeah, if you're that far behind, you shouldn't really just go in and try to kill someone. At least not without tower aggro. And yeah, they were fighting near a tower, but the tower aggro not nearly enough to help. And that is of course a very important thing. Finally the spell immunity. She came out with that really late. And yeah, that is going to cost her the kill, because she could have actually done that. I have to feel. Yeah, that's what the spell shield is for blocking those charms, I guess. Charms and the damage. Of course, part of that damage is true damage, so you can't block that with the shield. But all the magic damage can be blocked, and that is awesome sauce. It's also the reason why we have... Sorry. It's the reason why we have those physical casters for mid lane. That shield, because she used to be super powerful. And then we got Talon to deal with her. And Talon was kind of the counter pick to... to that shield specifically. Not so much to all the mid laners, but just because of that shield. That shield was so powerful. And yeah, it still is. I mean, I don't think they've actually changed it. It's just that they added so much more potential to all of the abilities of everyone that goes mid lane, that the shield becomes relatively worse. But yeah, it's all good. It's still a decent shield. And are we finally going to group up here and get some nice kills? No, actually it's a 1-for-1 trade. And now it's a little bit more, but yeah, that was I think the first fight where they actually grouped up as 4 versus 4. It also makes it a little more interesting. Wow, a really big dive there by the Shaco, and the Shaco does get killed for it, but a double kill for Ahri, so yeah, can't really argue with the results there. Yeah, all in all, they do get to push the bottom lane a little bit. Top lane is still just happily farming it up. Not really having a lot of success in that top lane when it comes to killing this tower. But yeah, well, just seeing from the amount of dominance, yeah, we have to say that that is pretty impressive. It is also impressive that this Morgana here is only on 102 minions. Yeah, that is also pretty impressive. Yeah, I will start to put them into order so I can compare them actually. And yeah, you can just watch this fight because I'm not actually paying attention. This is Ahri. Yeah, the junglers are still here, so let's put them over there. So there you go. I don't know whether to put Vel'Koz or Lux in this position, but yeah, I guess Vel'Koz. Yeah, there you go. Now you can compare them a little bit better. And yeah, lots of fighting going on all over the map. But yeah, once again, as I said, the top lane just completely won by the red team, and they're still not paying attention to it. Oh my god, she actually gives away a kill. Oh my god. Oh, that was so derp. Yeah, that was probably the most derp I've seen in a while. Because she was free and clear, then starts doing a minion camp that she obviously couldn't do. That was obvious from the first hit she took. And yeah, then, yeah, well, whatever. So Morgana not being aggressive enough there with her ultimate. She did use her ultimate, but but she didn't walk in towards them, even though she did have Zonia, so she wasn't going to die at any point. And yeah, didn't get the trigger on it, so yeah, no damage, no stun. And yeah, well, that's kind of unfortunate, of course. So yeah, bottom lane now getting harassed by the top laner, because, well, that's what you do, right? If you win your lane, you go to other lanes. And it seems that yeah, that is not so much the case. She did get killed immediately. And are we going to see some awesomeness? We are going to see some awesomeness. So Shaco does pick up the kill, but his teammates are in trouble. Well, actually they're not too much in trouble. It seems that one of them is going to go down, and then yeah, that's it. So yeah, a 3-for-4 trade. It's not really the best. It was also this Gnar who just ran in and suicided against 2, and oh, apparently unable to download spectator data. I'm assuming this is because they surrendered at this point or something similar, but actually it's not. I really don't know what's happening here. Anyway, that's it for now, I guess. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more League of Legends content, or if you don't, just up to you. I don't really mind either way. Yeah, that's really about it. I can't really tell you anything else. I didn't pay any attention to the items, but the items seem to be very standard stuff. Not a really big, well, surprise here what people pick. But anyhow, let me know. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.